In this video, we will be focusing on track cycling and the respected menu plan that would help enhance the athlete's performance. Track cycling is supposed to have started around 1870, while the actual year of its inception is unknown. The sport began with the construction of banked, quarter-mile-long circles of wooden track for cycling races in the late 1800s, forerunners to today's magnificent velodromes. The inaugural global championship took place in 1893, and the sport has been a part of the Olympic Games since its inception in 1896 in Athens. The Olympic track cycling schedule now includes 5 events, and the World Championships contain 10 events. Track cycling is a type of cycling in which cyclists race around velodromes, which are banked tracks. Track races are extremely fast and significantly shorter than traditional road races. There are 10 events in track cycling, divided into 3 categories: sprints, endurance, and combines. Aerodynamics are extremely crucial in tracking events, since they take place at such high speeds. Before the final sprint, the cyclist who puts in the least amount of effort usually wins. Because of this, all of the racers will often line up behind the leader, one after the other, in an attempt to tuck in and face as little wind resistance as possible. The leader will then try to hold off counterattacks from their opponents in the final lap, who is swinging wide in an attempt to get past the leader and take the lead just as they cross the finish line. Track cycling can definitely produce some of the most thrilling finishes in the sport. By committing into a consistent and disciplined training schedule, without doubt a track cycling rider may experience a greater improvements in their performances. By adhering to a certain training plan and schedule, which is designed exclusively according to athletes' individual lifestyle, will allow athletes to achieve their maximum power output efficiently. Since training schedule may be differ between one athlete and another, here is the general training plan a track cyclist may follow for their sports training regime in 8-week time. The regime includes 2 sessions of strength training per week. And incorporating 2 HIIT sessions per week into training for as little as 2 to 4 weeks can significantly boost power output. Sprint races are typically 3 to 8 laps long and focus on raw sprinting power that can last as short as 9 seconds. Track endurance events vary in length ranging from 12-16 laps, or a full-length Madison race in World Championships, or Olympic Games, which can last as long as 4 days. Nutritional demands aims to have lean muscle mass and minimized body fat levels to promote performance by achieving an optimal power-to-weight ratio. Since track cycling is a power sport, carbohydrate needs are lower since endurance isn't required. Single sprints generally don't deplete muscle glycogen stores. Hence, carbohydrate loading or large pre-event meal before a competition is unnecessary. Extra weight gain may possibly impede performance. Fluid requirements vary according to the environments, especially weather. Hence, fluid intake should match sweat loss to avoid dehydration, that can reduce performance and concentration. Since track cyclist doesn't have practicality to drink during the race, pre- and rehydration are vital strategies for longer events and multiple race competition days. Period of recovery after training sessions and competition events is crucial due to the nature of high-intensity track sessions and resistance training that result in protein breakdown. Therefore, consuming protein right after exercise will promote muscle repair and recovery. Dato Muhammad Azizulhasni bin Awang was born in January 5, 1988 in Dungun, Terengganu. He is a Malaysian professional track cyclist. His nickname is the Pocket Rocketman due to his small stature. He is the 8th of 9 children in his family, and was adopted by Mustafa Nga and Selamaya Yong. Dato Azizul majored in sports science at Victoria University in Melbourne, Australia. He is the first and the only Malaysian cyclist to win a medal at the Summer Olympics. In 2015, he became the first non-Australian athlete to receive a Blue Award from Victoria University. Dato Azizul married LIYANA on January 30, 2010. The couple lives in Melbourne with their 2 daughters. Following were his achievements as national cyclist. Firstly, he won first place in Keirin in 2008-2009 and 2010-2011 in track cycling world ranking. In World Championships, he won silver for sprint in 2009 and bronze in 2020. In Keirin category, he won silver in 2010, bronze in 2015, 2016, and 2020, and a gold in 2017. In Asian Games, he earned himself gold medals in 2010 for Keirin category and sprint in 2018. To add, he won silver for team sprint and bronze for Keirin in 2018. He also participated in Commonwealth Games and won bronze medal in 2010 and 2014. Lastly, this professional Malaysian track cyclist won bronze in 2016 and silver in 2020 that was held in Tokyo recently as the biggest game in Olympics. Estimated energy requirement needs to be calculated before planning meals for the client. After calculation based on his physical activity, weight and height, Dato Azizul's estimated energy requirement is 3031 kilocalorie. Estimated macronutrient requirements were also calculated. Before competition, his carbohydrate and protein requirements per day is 455 gram and 189 gram respectively, while fat requirement is 34 gram. During competition, his estimated carbohydrate, protein and fat requirement are 379 gram, 227 gram, and 67 gram per day respectively. Breakfast consists of a combination of carbohydrates and protein. As blood sugar levels decrease during the night, a breakfast rich in carbohydrates will aid to restore blood sugar levels, as well as offset cortisol reaction and protect muscle. Lunch carbohydrate consumption will aid in the restoration of suboptimal glycogen levels, which is important for lengthy periods of activity. Eating a snack 30 minutes before exercise will help reduce weariness by providing your body with the nutrition it requires to perform at its best. Whey protein is consumed immediately after training to provide essential amino acid required to support muscle recovery and synthesis. 30 minutes post-training, athlete is given protein carbohydrate snacks that deliver carbohydrate fuel to restore muscle glycogen. Both whey protein and suggested meals are fairly easy and fast digested. For dinner, meals are packed with protein-rich sources from fish and shellfish to further promote muscle repair and recovery. Healthy fats from salmon may help reduce inflammation from high-intensity training during the day. Additional supply of protein from guava before bed help muscle recovery. Approximately 3,284 kilocalories was resulted from the menu nutrient analysis. Portion size, which can be challenging to be estimated precisely, and different type and brand of a particular food may give a significant effects on the overall nutrients and calories contained in that food. Therefore, this will give variant amount of nutrient and calories intake from the menu plan and the nutrition analysis result. Because the athlete will be using a lot of energy during the race, a high carbohydrate breakfast will assist keep glycogen stores full. Eating a hearty breakfast 3 to 4 hours before the event will aid digestion and may reduce stomach aches or cramps during the event. Eating lunch before the competition will assist you to maintain the glycogen levels you'll require for the tournament. Additionally, eating snacks prior to the event will aid in the athlete's performance. Immediately after race, athletes should rehydrate to match sweat loss, as well as replenish carbohydrate to replace muscle glycogen. Wholemeal grain and sweet potato are prime sources of carbs-dense foods. Nutrient-rich fruits, apple and banana help get recovery process rolls immediately after competition. For dinner, athlete is served with protein wrap filled with protein-rich foods like tempeh, meat and fish. This meal aid in protein synthesis and suppress protein breakdown that may be initiated during race when athlete exerts himself, causing tissue damage. Together, the main two players, protein and carbohydrate consumed post-race event, will make a great recovery combination. Additional supply of protein from yogurt before bed help muscle recovery. The nutrient analysis results in approximately 3,029.5 kilocalories, almost equal to the estimated calorie from the menu plan.